Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just take seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tripti,
Yes, ma'am.
your name is very tempting. What's the name of Tripti?
Ma'am,
What
Tripti
is the
means
meaning?
satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Are you satisfied?
Ma'am, I
As
don't
a personality?
think, as a personality, I'm not satisfied, ma'am.
You always want to achieve something.
Yes.
But suppose you have not achieved something, whatever you want, then?
Ma'am, I'll try to find ways to achieve it.
Okay.
And in case I don't achieve it, then I'll try to find something else which would help me satisfy my urge.
The plan B? Or you will still stick to plan A only?
Ma'am, plan A to an extent.
Okay.
And if I get to know that I cannot do that, then I'll go for plan B.
Okay. Fine. You have done, I'm just seeing you down. You have done your accountancy, maths, business studies, and economics. And then you have done your BCom also. Okay. Why you have thought of giving the civil service examination?
Because since very early days, from the school days itself, when the chief guest used to come in our school, he or she used to be a district magistrate. And that made an impact on me, how much they can do for the betterment of the district. So I thought, why not pursue civil services?
Okay. So what do you exactly want to do? Suppose you have been selected. Then what exactly you want
Bring
to
a change on my level, like punctuality and respect for time, and decrease corruption in civil services.
Decrease corruption. That's a very big issue. What actions you can take it up? Suppose you found out that your colleagues
Yes, ma'am.
were taking some bribe in order to sign a file. How you will take that?
Technology would be my first priority to implement like biometric attendance and surprise visits. Those things I will do to tackle corruption. And if I find someone taking bribe, my first priority would be to have a thorough investigation and then make the right amends be done.
Because when somebody takes corruption, he or she don't give the clues. They take the bribe or something where no clues, according to him, he will not leave any clues there. How you will find out those clues in order to prove that yes, he has taken the bribe?
Ma'am, an intelligence panel inside, like the trustworthy officers whom I can rely on. I'll make sure to be in
You
contact
just
with them.
joined 2 months before. You just joined there. How you will tackle that situation?
I'm not getting the question.
Not getting the question. You came to know that somebody has taken the bribe. Okay, now you want to tackle that situation.
Ma'am, I'll be reporting it according to the law. Whatever the procedure would be there, I'll be reporting it to the authority senior to me that bribe has been taken.
And then you will go for the investigations and every other thing, or you will just rely on your fellow colleague statement?
Ma'am, I'll have to proceed as per the law. I cannot investigate. If it is in my authority, I will surely investigate. Otherwise, I'll be proceeding according to the law, whatever would be there.
Okay, being the commerce student, how you can apply this commerce knowledge in civil service?
Ma'am, commerce can be applied in like one district, one product is a scheme wherein we want to bring in the unique products of every district and increase its export. So commerce can be relied through that, and our business skills which we learn can be used to give a push to the artisans around.
You yourself have said one product, one district. For UP, you belong to Guna.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is that one product which you want to?
Ma'am, in Gonda district, the one district, one product scheme is focusing on the food processing industry, wherein pulses and corn produce are our priorities.
Okay. How you will increase that?
Ma'am, we'll have to make the logistical system. Then we'll have to contact the MSME systems in the district, and then we can process them and market them as a brand.
Market them through what?
Like, ma'am, there is the Kala Namak rice in our neighboring district, which has been branded as a Buddha rice. So because of that, its sale has increased in in countries like Japan, where Buddhism is prevalent. So from like that, we'll have to market our own product with a brand image.
Have you heard ONDC?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
Ma'am, it's Open Network for Digital Commerce, wherein it's like the UPI for the commerce system. And
You'll register your brand on ONDC?
we can.
Can. Okay.
Tripti,
Yes, sir.
you have mentioned in the draft that you are interested in poetry.
So,
You write or you read?
sir,
Poetry.
actually, yes, sir.
Poetry.
Yes, sir, poetry. Sir, I just gave, sir, there was a competition in my college, Greenathon, which is the economics environmental club of our college. And there was a competition wherein I submitted my poem and it got selected for second prize.
So you write poetry?
Sir, not that much.
Not that much.
No.
Okay. You also mentioned that you appeared for the CDS interview.
Yes, sir.
You went for the SSB?
Yes, sir.
Which place?
Sir, SSB Bhopal.
Bhopal. So what were you learning? What went wrong?
Sir, my individual tasks, I believe, went wrong.
Okay. So you were there till the conference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So individual tasks did not go well. How was the interview?
Sir, it was very nice.
It was okay.
Yes, sir.
You are presently staying in Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Why is the place you are staying in called Lahore Colony?
So, because after partition, many members from Lahore and Pakistan began to stay over there. That's why it was named New Lahore Colony.
Okay. You come from Gonda district.
Yes, sir.
It is famous for Bahubali culture.
Yes, sir.
What are the reasons?
So, the politicians over that place, bureaucrats and politician nexus is there, used to be there, but it has been tackled to quite an extent. That's why the
Any
Bahubali
specific
culture.
name that you can still quote in the present setup who
So, am I
boasts of the
allowed
Bahubali culture?
Am I allowed to name?
That's up to you.
So there's one politician whose name has come up in the Wrestling Federation of India case,
Okay.
who's quite prominent in the Bahubali culture.
So as per you and your experience of Gonda, so he is definitely a Bahubali who tries to flex his muscles in that area.
Not now, sir. Not now. But in earlier days, I do believe he used to.
So, but given the outcome of the process that has taken place in the Wrestling Federation of India and the way the pride of India, the girl medalists, they were treated, don't you think it is still there? Because the government did not take any action against him?
So the government has taken an action now. The Wrestling Federation of India, the election which took place, has been sidelined now.
But no action has been taken against him despite such serious allegations.
So the case is going on in the court and it's in the judiciary's domain now.
But don't you think ethically, if a minister is involved in such heinous crimes, he should resign or he should be forced to resign by the Prime Minister?
So I think it should be his own moral responsibility to have resigned. And since the allegations haven't been proved, so the Prime Minister cannot interfere right now. That's what I believe.
So in a way, you are trying to say that the government is right in allowing the things the way they have happened.
So the government, yes, sir, it's right in its place. Until the cases are not proved against him, no action can be taken.
Okay. Recently, the Chief Minister of UP mentioned that after Ayodhya, Mathura and Kashi cannot wait. What's your view on that?
Sir, as per the Places of Worship Act of 1951, only Ayodhya was kept aside. And as far as Mathura and Varanasi, so the decision could be taken on the basis of the Archaeological Survey of India reports, I would say.
But you mentioned about the 91 Act that barred such things, that no conversion has to take place from the nature of the religious place as it stands on 1947.
So the Act says that the religious character of the place as it was after independence shouldn't be touched upon. But the court is now looking into the fact what the religious character of a place is. So after that, the actions will be taken in that sense.
But since the court has already given certain directions, don't you think it will alter the religious character?
So that is what is the investigation in going on. Like, what is the religious character is there?
Okay, Tripti, one final question.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a statement and would like to have your interpretation on that. It says that we are not what we are. We are what we are not. What do you understand by this?
So So I believe this statement says that what a person shows in front of everyone else, he is not that, but he is just hiding his reality inside him. Only he knows what the truth is. And for others, he is creating an illusion. That's what I'm...
Thank you, Tripti. So,
Okay, Tripti,
Yes, sir.
say you have some amount of money in your hand and you are going to invest that money in stock market and you want your time horizon of investment to be like 10, 15, 13 years, 30 years. So what are the things, features, variables of that particular stock that you are going to check while investing such a large amount of money?
So I'll check the return on investment, which would depend upon the company I'll be investing it and what all sectors which are going to be flourishing in the coming years. I believe the technology domain and like Internet of Things and companies related to that, I would like to invest in them.
So you are not going to invest in the theme on which our Prime Minister has been focused upon. Energy, green energy is there. Then we have infrastructure, railways. You are not going to invest in those sectors?
I would, sir. I would, sure.
Okay. Tripti, what is Nifty 50?
So Nifty 50 is the stock of top 50 companies of India.
Okay, and Nasdaq?
So Nasdaq is the US equivalent of that, I think.
Okay. Tripti, it is said that the mutual funds are subject to market risks. What are those market risks that are associated with it?
So the market risks would be the sudden changes in the world economy, and changes in political scenario, instability. The market risks are that.
Okay. What is a red herring prospectus?
So red herring prospectus, when the company issues its share for the first time, the initial public allotment, then the prospectus which it issues is the red herring prospectus.
What are the details that generally it might be carrying?
So I think authorized capital and issued capital, these all the details would be there in that.
Tripti, you have mentioned that you have been exploring new food eateries.
Yes,
Can you recommend me some of the good eateries in Khan Market area?
So in Khan Market, I've been to Big Chill. So
Okay.
it has good pizza over there.
Okay.
And apart from that, there's a lane wherein, I don't remember the name of the lane, but there is a person selling a chai pakoda over there. He's quite famous, and Virat Kohli and others have also been to his place.
Okay. Can you mention some of the good eateries in Chandni Chowk area to have a good paratha and a good chai?
Sir, Parathe wali gali is famous for the parathas, but personally, I don't like the parathas over there.
Okay.
So,
You have mentioned you have been watching movies and web series. Can you name a recent web series that you have watched?
so recently, like 2 months back, I watched Ted Lasso, which is a football team. Ted Lasso is the coach of that team, and it's a European web series.
Okay, so what are the things that you learned after watching this web series?
So how to handle the team, how to be positive and believe in the team, no matter what the situation is. And whenever the situation goes against you, how to bring in the positive attitude in the team members is what.
Tripti, my last question, and maybe a question can follow if you answer that well. If we talk about the Western web series like the Game of Thrones, then we have Da Vinci. So why these are very good web series, and India cannot compete in these kind of production houses? We can see Game of Thrones has a huge fan following,
Yes, sir.
and in India there is no web series like this. So what do you think can be the reasons for this?
So I think marketing has a role to play, because Game of Thrones is no doubt a very good series, but India also has series of kind like Asur I have watched. It's based on Indian mythology and it's very good, and it is rated like 8.5 something. So marketing is the reason, and the budget over there is quite high as compared to the web series of India.
I don't think this is the wrong answer. If we talk about an Indian YouTube channel, Tier series has got the largest number of subscribers in the world.
Yes, sir.
So marketing, I don't think is a good answer to this question. Okay. Any other thing you want to express?
No, sir.
Okay, that was all from my side.
Hello, Tripti.
Hello.
Your surname rhymes with one of the famous authors. Can you name that author?
Ma'am, Kalhana.
Yeah, and what was the book he wrote?
Ma'am, he wrote Rajat Rangini.
What is the theme of that book?
The Rajat Rangini, I think, means the book of the River of Kings, something.
Correct. That's correct. Okay. Your optional is anthropology.
Yes.
Why did you choose anthropology as an optional?
Ma'am, I find that optional to be interesting.
In terms of like interesting in what terms?
Ma'am, earlier I had my optional as public administration. So after giving my third attempt, I realized, after giving the last mains, I realized that I'm not able to score much, and my interests were not getting generated over there. So I thought of changing my optional to anthropology.
Okay. Tell me 3 significant events which changed the course of human civilization.
Discovery of fire, then bipedalism, discovery of fire, and agriculture, I believe, changed the course of human events.
And why is it that the tools and implements has been given importance while classifying various civilizations, like starting from Paleolithic to Harappan to Vedic? Paleolithic is about stones, and then Harappan you go bronze, and then iron. Why do you think the tools and implements were the major criteria taken as classification of human history?
Because I believe tools were the things which were common on all the civilizations, and they progressed in that direction. That's why tools were taken as a standard.
Tools were the common, that's why.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay, I believe tools were the means to bring greater change. That is why they were used as a common thing to classify human history. Okay, all right. That is all from my side. Thank you.
Hello, Tripti. Tripti, you are from Kamala Nehru College.
Yes, ma'am.
And in recent years, there has been a lot of debate about Nehruvian legacy and the work done during his tenure. How do you perceive it?
Ma'am, Nehruvian legacy brought in technology like IITs, IIMs in India, and built the foundation for a developed India. But they were more a socialist. They were more inclined towards socialist economy, and in that sense, we lost some good years which could have laid the foundation of development for India quite earlier.
But that India was different from present day India. So is it justified to criticize that legacy?
Ma'am, to an extent, it could be justified.
How?
Ma'am, we opened up our economy only in 1991 after the push from IMF, and we should have done that quite earlier, I believe.
Okay. Tripti, your hobby is dancing, and Nataraj is often referred as Lord of Dance. How do you symbolize it?
Nataraj as the Lord of Dance. Ma'am, the movements are the detailing of the movements are quite intricate, and it's very interesting to portray that movement. So I believe, yes, it is correct to symbolize him as the Lord of Dance.
Okay, and Tripti, during his election rally in Gonda, our Honorable PM mentioned about this mass cheating issue, and recently anti-cheating bill has been passed in Lok Sabha. Can you tell me the provisions of that bill?
Ma'am, the anti-cheating bill has the provisions for public service examinations, wherein if anyone is found indulging in the cheating and being a part of the cheating atmosphere, then he'll be punished for a minimum of 3 years of sentence, I think.
Any other provision?
I don't remember now.
Okay, my last question to you is, your hobby is watching movies, and nowadays historical movies are a short bet, but a lot of inaccurate depictions are being made in that movie. So what could be the impact of those inaccurate depictions?
Ma'am, the present generation would get wrong knowledge from those things. So we have to have right knowledge in the movies, and for that the censor board has to interfere.
Can you name 3 movies which have inaccurate depictions?
Inaccurate depictions? No, ma'am.
That's all from my side.
Okay, how much revenue we are getting through the income tax?
How much revenue?
How much revenue collection is there through the income tax?
Ma'am, I think it's 19 lakh crore.
Okay, and what about the GST and other taxes?
GST is slightly less than income tax, but I'm not sure.
Okay, fine. That's over. Okay, now you can go out and just wait for some time.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I'll rank your performance.
Yes, ma'am.
How you will rank?
How will I rank my performance? On a scale of 1 to 5, ma'am, 2.
2. So, okay. क्या गलतियाँ लगी?
मतलब,
What are the weak points?
The weak points are the communication skills and not analyzing the questions properly, and just jumping into answering the questions.
All the three, yes, even we have observed the same thing. So, but why that was so? Why jumping answers? You are overconfident?
No, ma'am,
Or you
not
were
at all.
nervous?
I was very nervous.
Nervous. That's why you are jumping into the skill. Okay. The knowledge scale, how much you knew the answers?
50%.
50%. Yes. You have to really work very hard. When is your interview due?
Ma'am, the date has not come yet.
That means it would be in the third phase. That means you have got enough time, and it's your third attempt.
Fifth attempt.
Fifth attempt. Okay.
And first interview.
First interview and fifth attempt.
मेंस कौन सा आपका ये?
Main second.
अच्छा, मेन सेकंड है. ओके, वन थिंग, नर्वसनेस पता चल रहा था आपका कि यू आर नर्वस. जब आप एंटर किया एट दैट टाइम तो यू वर टू मच नर्वस. तो स्लोली यू हैव पिक्ड अप, बट लास्ट में फिर उसी लेवल पे पहुंच गए थे आप.
Okay.
Because you were not having the answers of so many questions. Okay, that has given you a negative thing. Okay, and what about the budget things?
Ma'am, I had not revised. I have made the notes but not revised it.
Not
last
revised
month.
it. Quite weak on this ground also. And okay. I think you can have a better selection of a sari also. How do you believe कि dress impression देती है या नहीं?
बिल्कुल ma'am, yes ma'am.
देती है. It gives a lot of impression. Okay, so please improve it. Yes.
Yes, I mean, you can fetch better marks just by changing facial expressions. So why not to give yourself that benefit, just changing the facial expressions, looking confident, and sir was, as we were discussing, sir also mentioned that, it was a bit of informal kind of expression exchange. So non-verbal cues है ना, जब हम exchange करते हैं in particular environment, so that was a little bit on the side of informal exchange of. तो वो change किया सकता है, like when asking questions, the was like, it was like friendly kind of thing. It could be more formal. And read newspaper at least religiously every day. That will help you to connect a lot of things and be more confident about current affairs aspects. That is from it.
Tripti, thoda sa na, in every answer there was a tinge of doubtfulness. Like you yourself are not sure of your answers you are giving. Like if it is right, then it is good. If it is not right, then I can say sorry. So this kind of an attitude. Conviction was not there in your answers.
Okay.
Like majority of the answers, some were very good, but in majority of the answers, conviction was missing. And the important thing is, like, I have asked you a question, you are going to invest some stocks or anything. So I was expecting some kind of a technical answer, being a commerce graduate. So definitely you will be looking for return on investment, return on capital employed, then PE ratio. There are too many technical things. And it is said that a commerce student is a very good observer of the balance sheet of a company. So I was expecting that kind of an answer. So please give some technical jargons in your answer so that the people can know this candidate is very much knowledgeable of his subjects that he or she has read. That was all from my side.
Here you could have used the words, the technical analysis, the fundamental analysis, you would be doing it. And return on investment is not a very correct word for the stock investment.
What is the guarantee that a stock has given return of investment in past? How it can give in future? You can take the examples of some stocks which have not given any return in 23-24 years. So how can you be sure? Okay.
And as far as your communication skills are concerned, they're not bad, they're good. The only thing is you looked a little uncertain. And right from the moment you entered, you can show a little bit of more energy. The way you wish the panel, and then subsequently, if you seek the permission to sit, be confident in that, because that first impression makes some difference. Otherwise, communication skills are not bad. And regarding the controversial questions that are asked to you, you're not supposed to ask that, am I supposed to answer? That is the judgment that you're supposed to depict in your answer. If you think that being too much politically controversial regarding a certain topic, you can take a very balanced approach of that. You can say that in past it used to happen, but now there are a lot of differences, a lot of improvements have come. And one more thing, as the chair asked you about the meaning of your name and then asked you, how are you satisfied? And you told that you are not satisfied. So you can defend, if you want to say that you are not satisfied, then you need to defend it in a little better way.
Okay.
Ideally, you can say that I am satisfied because I believe that I have worked hard and that is the maximum that I can do. But if you want to answer that I am not satisfied, then find a better answer that why are you not satisfied? And just keep a smile on the face, that will help.
Now this is much better.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be worried about. It's just a formal conversation. There also conversation will happen. Relax, take deep breaths and just start the conversation. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Best of
All
luck,
the
Tripti.
best.